nebhakabhaka liwinile iPirates. Mhlawumbe support wabafundisi. Mhlawumbe eseBhayibhelini. Wamemeza.
Shoma Bagania Amara Fit Kilichai Kantwana. I told you, just check out my last episode where I explain why our tier is going to be great for us. Ndwane was just brilliant. He can shoot with his left, he can shoot with his right. Just brilliant. I mean, yesterday's game proved to us what we assumed the guy is going to be like playing for us. He's fitting in exactly how we wanted. Oh, comfortable on the ball, right? I mean, his goal yesterday was impeccable. It's just brilliant. Did you see the celebration? Yeah, I know. We're going to get used to that, you know. But yesterday's game, before too, I think it was a little bit scrappy compared to Seville game. I think with the Sevilla game, we were more compact. We rotated the ball better compared to the game against Granada, right? We were able to create spaces and chances. We seemed more comfortable compared to yesterday. The starting lineup that started yesterday, it was not so comfortable. The defense didn't work. The pairing of the defense didn't work. The players that disappointed me, my captain, you know, every time he's playing on the left in the defense is shaky. And then we conceded the goal on his side, you know. And I think there's a lot of discussion that need to be had with him and his positioning, or maybe just try him in a different position because it's not working. Every time he's in the defense, we're not gelling at the back, you know. Nda seemed out of position all the time, you know, and I don't think he's able to track back as he should be, you know. So, but then I think that's an area of an improvement where the coaching staff needs to look into it. But the goalkeeper, if it wasn't for the goalkeeper, our defense was going to be even more exposed. We were going to concede more goals if it wasn't for our goalkeeper. Our goalkeeper was brilliant on the day. So that's going to be another battle as to who gets to become our number one. Because now both goalkeepers have shown that they can do the job. But it's a good headache for the team, you know, good headache for the coaching staff. But for me, Gilberto, yes, man, what a star. He showed his quality yesterday. He can defend also. He can track back, right? And he can create chances. Like I said on the last episode, he's the kind of player to create something out of nothing. That's the kind of player we need, you know, going forward, you know. So I think that's going to be brilliant. Quality in the team, we have abundance of it, you know. I'm very happy. And then if Ulevela Libito on the right side of the defense at the back, he's okay. But I think he's a bit, he creates fouls not in the right places or unnecessary fouls. You know, we do not need that. Otherwise, teams will target him. Teams are watching our preseason, they can see him, and that he's also a bit short-tempered. He seems like he's a bit short-tempered. So I think he needs to work on that. Don't create unnecessary fouls. Just play the ball, right? And just make sure you don't get yourself into trouble. He seems like that kind of player. But maybe it could just be preseason nerves. He's still new. He's a new player. Maybe he still wants to assert himself in the team. Maybe he will settle in as time goes on. Time will tell. But it's just something that I picked up yesterday that I saw also that is it's continuing from the previous game that needs to improve from his game, you know. But other than that, the first team that was picked that played first half, it didn't gel. The ball didn't rotate as well as it should have, and we allowed the guys to come at us. We didn't cover them. We didn't press as much as we should. And second half, the second team that came on around 68 minutes, once those guys were on, you could see the difference. Tim, when he came on, he created a whole difference in the midfield, in the holding midfield position, where he was creating, where where we didn't give the guys a chance, and then we played them. Nevertheless, a half ground basically in the second half. Nevertheless, a half ground. We should have sealed the game and scored and won the game, you know. But it didn't happen. But obviously, when you look at the past now 3 games, players that have stood out, Tim, Talente Mbata, both goalkeepers, Nda. Who else? Obviously, Gilberto. Who else has stood out for me? Look, guys, you guys can let me know on the comments as to who do you think stood out for you during the game so far. We've got another game coming up. Let's see as to who they play on that game. Obviously, guys, we know it's a pre-season, so we're trying different styles, different pairing at the back, in the middle, up front. So just give everybody a chance, So let's be open-minded and let's see as to how the guys, and then let's see the first team that's going to be picked during our first game. I think I'll do an episode where I pick my first team that will play our first league game. Maybe so far you can also think of who you would want to be on that first team. I'll create my own and then I'll do an episode on that. But other than that, guys, the 1-1 draw, it's okay. We could have won the game, but it's not about that. It's about trying different combination, different plays. But big ups to the team, big ups to the management, big ups to coaches for what they've done. I think we are looking sharp so far. There are mistakes, obviously. It's pre-season, but I think we are learning from those. And then the coaching team will have a lot of data to go through before the season starts so that they can see who can start the game, But apart from that, guys, you let me know as to who has impressed you so far in preseason and who do you think will do well and who do you think should still improve and who should be loaned out, Because based on what we are seeing, we can see some of the players, they're not really yet sharp or ready, to be in the first team. Who are those players? Let me know. Apart from that, gents, and guys, ladies, and everybody who's watching, thank you for the support. Thank you for the likes. Thanks for the guys that are subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And this is it for today's episode. Show bafowethu up the box.
Nebhakabhaka liwinile iPirates. Club support abafundisi. Club esebhayibhelini. Wameme